In the book famine for the blind. That's the message these South Africans want to convey to the country's highest court. Two non-profits, Blind SA and Section 27, are in the Constitutional Court to challenge a 44-year-old copyright law that blocks the conversion of books into Braille, a system of touch reading for the blind without the permission of the publishers. Currently, less than 0.5% of published works are available in accessible formats to the blind in South Africa.
For the last 44 years, blind people's rights have been violated. And in democratic South Africa, for 28 years, we are being stifled. For how much longer can this continue? The injustices must stop, and it has to stop now.
Blind activist Tandile Butana has had her struggles with this law. She has completed a university degree in social sciences but has delayed her master's degree because of the difficulty of getting textbooks translated into Braille.
Unfortunately, we cannot contribute positively to the economy of the country if we are not educated, and education depends on the accessibility of books.
During her undergraduate studies, she would have to pay other students to read the textbooks out to her. Now, the same copyright law is affecting her ability to help her son with his homework.
Me not having books that are accessible for my needs, it makes me less of a mom. I can't help him on my own.
Her struggle is not isolated to South Africa's blind community. It's a problem for most visually impaired people in Africa. The World Blind Union, the WBU, estimates blind people on the continent only have access to 1 and 7% of books. The Marrakesh Treaty, which allows for the exchange of accessible format books across international borders, has been signed by a number of African nations. Jackson Agufana, Chief Executive of Kenya Union of the Blind, says a positive ruling in South Africa could have implications across the continent and put pressure on other countries to join the Marrakesh Treaty.
And I think it will accelerate the pace of other countries, especially countries in the Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, Central, West Africa, and put pressure on governments to ensure that majority of them who have not ratified the treaty are able to do so, and those who have ratified and domesticated are able to accelerate the pace of implementation of the treaty so that majority of visually impaired people can access books.
South Africa's Constitutional Court has yet to issue its ruling on the copyright law. No one is sure when a decision will be handed down, but South Africa's blind community is hopeful the ruling will be a positive one and open up a new world of content for the visually impaired. Sihir Kasim for VOA News, Johannesburg, South Africa.